Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Solve with Tracker. I'm Stormie Haller, and today we're diving into something brand new inside of Tracker that's going to make compliance a whole lot easier and a whole lot more organized. We've all had to chase down documentation, track expirations, and try to remember who needs what for which job. So I know you're going to love this update. These new features give teams a smarter way to manage requirements like background checks, certifications, onboarding forms, and more, all tied directly to a job, candidate, and a client. So, joining me to walk you through this is Noah Heck. Noah, thanks for joining us today. And before we get started, let's do a quick intro. What do you do here at Tracker, Noah?
Thanks, Stormy. So I'm head of product here at Tracker. So work on the product side, hear all the great ideas that our client base has, and just try to keep Tracker, ahead of the game, so that it does everything our clients need.
That's amazing. And you have experience in recruiting, right, Noah?
I do. So I did work for a staffing firm in Pennsylvania for about 4 years. Did a little bit of staffing in some other roles that I've had, but it wasn't my primary position, a couple delivery type roles. But yeah, I've been here at Tracker now for over 4 years and worn a number of hats. And it's been a great ride.
That's awesome. Thanks, Noah. So let's go ahead and get into it. What's the idea behind these new compliance features? And can you show us a demo of how they work?
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look. We've always had compliance items in Tracker against a candidate. But what we've added here is something called compliance sets. So compliance sets gives you the ability to take all of your various compliance items and assemble them into easy to manage groups. So I have a very simple one here that I've just called general W-2. I've got a background check, an I-9, and a W-4 that are just, checklist items that we need to get done for any W-2 employee coming on board. What I'm going to do is build a new one here, and I've created a job in Tracker for a materials handler. So we'll create a light industrial job right here. So I'll go ahead and call it just materials handler. We can add a description if we'd like, and then we can add the various items over here if we wish. So let's go ahead and just put everything in that we'd like to have for this type of a role and hit OK. So now we've got our second set that's built. We can come up here to our client record, and you're going to see numerous record blocks that are new in the system that are related to compliance. So I can add numerous sets to a company. Then I can also add these sets to my contact records as well. So I'll keep it easy here. I'll go ahead and add this to our contact record. And this is really just designed to make it easy for you to take these items and to apply them to a job. So you'll see another new component here for job compliance items. And this is where I can come in and I can add individual items, or I could add a set. So this is the lookup right here that is going to check my company record and my contact record connected to this job. And it's going to make it really easy to add those. So now I've got my items on the job. Let's go ahead to our long list. What I'll do is I'll shortlist a couple of these candidates over to the job. So put Michael over, put Nelson over. Now on my short list, what you'll notice is that I have a new badge right here telling me that this placement is not compliant. If I go to put that person in a working card, it's not going to let me do that. So when we go into the placement record, now our compliance tab is going to let us know that we have some verified items. We have 2 verified, we have 3 outstanding, and just give us a really good high-level view of where we are with this candidate. So as I go through and get these other items to a verified state, what we're going to be able to do is see that badge go away on our shortlist, and we'll be able to move that candidate over into the working status. Now, one other important area that also we've had for a little bit here is with our compliance automation. So you do have the ability to essentially chase items that are not verified yet. So in this case, we might be sending out a link for the safety training if it's not done yet. Once a candidate hits offer extended on assignment, however you manage that part of it, but that's flexible as well. But the goal here would be that the candidate is going to get an email driving them out to the compliance portal so that they can upload, their safety training certificate, and then sending that back to a pending verification state for your team to come in and verify, listed right down here.
That's a wrap on today's episode. A big thank you to Noah for walking us through Tracker's new compliance features. This feature doesn't just save you time, it gives you control, and it's more than just a feature, right? It's a whole solution. It's got built-in reminders, document tracking, audit-ready visibility. It really helps you stay ahead of the curve and keeps you fully covered. Whether you're placing talent in healthcare, finance, IT, or really any industry with rigorous regulatory requirements, this should bring you peace of mind. So, more was solved with Tracker episodes coming soon. So, be sure to follow, drop us a comment, let us know what you want to see next. And that's another problem solved with Tracker. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a good one.